Hey guys, this is No Way, it's Jake, and this is going to be my first video with narration. I'm using Camtasia to do this. So yeah, I really want to get far on this channel. If you want, you can check out my other channel that I do with my friend Brandon. It's called Fedora Gaming. So yeah, I'm playing some Super Nintendo games. This is Mario Kart for the Super Nintendo. I use Z, NES, and Fraps to record this, and it took me about 30 minutes, and then about 10 minutes now just to set up the edit, and it'll probably take me about 30 minutes to render, and it'll probably take 2 hours to upload. I have some Just Cause 2 gameplay, so yeah, and I'll probably upload that on both channels, this channel and Fedora Gaming. I had an old channel which I'm not going to talk about because I'm not proud of it. I do not like that channel anymore. So I'm going to be getting a better mic soon. So sorry if this mic's quality is very bad. And hopefully with the streaming on next gen consoles, I'll be able to put more up easily. So yeah, that race was really hard. The controls on this game were very difficult, especially on the computer, because before it pressed it down on console. If you pressed it down, it would kind of work a little better, but on a PC, you only have so many buttons and they're all set to weird settings. Also, the drift is really weird, and you'll see it in this match a lot, but I will spin out a couple times just because the turns are difficult. And it might just be because I picked Mario and the handling is really bad. So yeah, I have 4 games on this video, and each go for about 7 minutes, and I'm not sure if I'm going to just upload them separately or post the video first. There was my first spin out. So I don't quite know. I'm not exactly sure, mostly because 30-minute video I can probably render this out in real time, probably because it's not that hard, because I'm not doing any special effects or anything. The intro for now is going to stick. I just kind of use Camtasia for that. They have music and stuff and animated still kind of things, and so I just use that because I really don't care for right now. I'll probably make a HD, not exactly sure yet. I'm either going to use Cinema 4D, which I have, or After Effects, which I have. I'm really good and well set up on software, but hardware, I'm not too sure about, because I have a HD Roxio, but I know that you can't do HDMI for PS3 without doing extra cables, and I just don't know. I mean, it'll be really hard to set up. So I hope this audio quality isn't horrible. I'm using my built-in laptop mic. I'm probably going to get a better computer eventually, mostly because I think I only have about Yeah, I only have 50 gigabytes left on my 465 gigabyte hard drive. So, unless I get an external hard drive and move a whole bunch of stuff onto my external hard drive. Cause like I have like a ton of videos that are like huge. Like fraps, they do not do a lot of condensing. They don't shrink the file. So if I want to make something like this, which is full quality, and not stretching it and making it look horrible, I have to record full quality. And with full quality, a 10-minute video is about 4 gigabytes. So yeah, I'm probably going to edit some of this out, maybe? I don't know. I failed, but maybe it's fun watching my fails, because I am just fucking amazing. Yep, that fucking sucked. Yeah, missed that. So, there. And then, well, that happened. You know what happens again up here. And that happened. He's in second. Now, like, he has a huge lead. And it's just... I really like this editing software, though. I used to use Video Wave off of my Roxio software. But it's just, like, so annoying, and it doesn't have as awesome stuff as this does. It has a little bit, like, better quality effects and stuff. Well, that happened. So yeah, Donkey Kong Jr. finished, Peach finished, Yoshi finished, Luigi finished, Toad finished, and then I finished. And if you get in 6th, I think if you get below 4th, you get ranked out, and that means you have to restart. So yeah, so that sucked. And then I died a couple times, and I'm like, you know what, forget it, I'm going to switch to Donkey Kong Country. So I think each episode's going to be about 7 minutes, because I really like that time. It was a good amount of time, it let me do stuff. So yeah, I saved the state, and I loaded up Donkey Kong Country. I love the music in Donkey Kong Country. The only music I like better in games is probably Mario Galaxy. I like the music in that, and I loved the Own It theme from Earthbound. It's just awesome. It went like dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. And yeah, you just listen to that. I did not like the bike theme as much. The bike thing was really annoying. In the second town, I think I might have deleted the save because I deleted it to save room. So I might do that. If you know what Earthbound is and you think it'd be enjoyable to watch, then I'll make it. And I really like retro games. I feel like some of their quality is better. Obviously not graphics, because there is definitely graphic limitations. The awesome thing about this game was, instead of pixels and stuff like Super Mario World, they did another system with pre-rendered graphics, which is how they created the 3D textures like Mario in later games. But in this game, it's awesome because it just looks so awesome. It looks so pretty. It just looks natural. I do know that the enemies in this game were not intended for this game. They didn't have any enemies yet, and they had a game in progress, and so they just used that So there's the beavers. And there's a bird back there. I know a bird's a boss later on. I hate the underwater ship levels. The second one's way harder. So the balloons are lives. I might eventually do Donkey Kong. The Super Nintendo one. Whatever. The Super Nintendo. I mean, not the Super Nintendo, the N64 one. The Donkey Kong. Might be Donkey Kong 64, Donkey Kong Country 64. Yeah, I guess it was just Donkey Kong 64. It was a 3D platformer, and you know, there's Donkey Kong, and then there's Diddy Kong, who's the one that and there's Lanky Kong, who's a orangutan. Then there's Tiny Kong, a chimpanzee. There's Chunky Kong, the other brother of Diddy Kong. He's stronger yet cowardly, so he was the one in the third one. I probably will do Super Mario World 2, Yoshi Land or whatever, where Mario is a baby, just because I remember playing that on my Game Boy all the time. I did not stop until I finished. That game was awesome. I love the music in it. I know a lot of Mario hacks use that, like models and stuff from that game. Yeah, I died a couple times here. Sorry. So yeah. And I might be doing Mario hacks, but I'll probably get called out for copying SSOHBK. And I don't blame people for doing it, because I watch him. And I do watch that series, and I find it very enjoyable. And I think it'd be fun to do. Also, I guess I'll do like creepypastas sometimes. But I'm easily scared. So, well, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm too easily scared, it's just, it's no fun. The reason creepypastas are so scary most of the time is because you played them when you're a kid. And they have that, like, childhood innocence. And you would never think that they would ever turn out like that. Except for Grand Theft Auto ones. The Grand Theft Auto ones are just stupid. That was way lucky right there. I was really in the zone when I was playing this. I go into auto mode, autopilot. So right now I'm doing a commentary after the fact, so it's not a live commentary. And the only reason I don't do live commentaries is it's really frustrating doing live commentaries, because you have to pay attention to the game, and you have to be talking at the same time. And I mean, it's not that multitasking is the hard part, it's the hard part would be making sure you don't go silent, which I just did a ton, because I couldn't remember what I'm saying. I'll probably start writing scripts, mostly because, or at least guidelines, because I forget what I'm talking about a lot. So, I own a Super Nintendo, but it's not recordable, really, because I'd need to do it off of S-Video, because that's the kind of cable it runs off of, and it would just be so annoying. So here is Super Mario World, one of my all-time favorite games. I played this game all the time. I had a Super Nintendo, and we acquired more, but this was the only cartridge we had at the time, and it's what we played all the time. I remember going on like line and finding how to beat the final level, because the final level is so hard. So Bowser's in his like flying thing, like the flying clown copter, and he's throwing stuff down. You have to like jump on it and then hit him, and then like this giant wrecking ball thing comes in. It's been a while, so that's what I remember. I'll probably go on YouTube and search how it actually ends. That's how I remember it. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. And I remember my babysitter, Celia. She was so good because she could play it upside down. I always thought that was so cool. This is an emulator, so there's always going to be like little issues, like that would have normally hit, but instead it slid on. And that's actually better than the actual game. It would never slide off. It would register because it barely hit the block. So it's added difficulty. Really like RPGs and games like that. I know Skyrim's pretty old. Oh, okay. So I'm back. Yeah, so Skyrim's pretty old, but I still love it to death. I beat the game, and I was like a level 100. I was like a level 90 because I did the Augma Infinium glitch. I really like the game, and I think it's a lot of fun, and I think that all Bethesda games are awesome. I have Fallout, but Fallout's one of those games that's not a lot of fun to watch, I think. Because Fallout, there's not all that much that you can do to differentiate yourself from other players. You're all basically run and gun, and you basically kill everybody. There's a few in there that are stealthy, but it's hard to be stealthy in that game because there's not a lot of stuff to get. Back to the topic of Super Mario World. I just beat the yellow switch, and the yellow switch adds the yellow blocks. As I get to Donut Plains, which is the maps up in the top right hand corner, I'll have to find the green switch, and if I remember right, there's a hidden exit for the cave, and that's how you unlock the green switch. And the green switches, like the yellow switches, they pop out mushrooms, which get you bigger, but the green switch, the green blocks, they pop out the feathers. And for those of you that don't know what the feather does, it gives you a cape. And on Donut Plains 1 or 2, I think it's 1, there's an awesome hidden game kinda in it, where you get a feather, and you're just trying to get as many coins as you can, and they're all in the sky. So you can use the cape to fly, like you make a bubble there with the cape, I guess. Oh right, the flying Easter egg, right. I'm just remembering all this stuff about this game. But there's a flying Easter egg kind of thing, where you get this, like, P block kind of thing. It's like a circle. It says P on it and turns you into, like, a bubble. And you float, and it's awesome. So yeah, there's me dicking around with a football player. Like Steve or whatever. Can't remember its names. The hamsters! Hamster, hamster, hamsters! I've beaten this level so many times, it's not even funny. So yeah, normally I'll do things like I won't re-record stuff if I fuck up. I might cut it out, but I'm never going to re-record. Back to the topic of new gaming and popular gaming stuff. Tell me what you guys want to see, because I need a viewer base, kinda. Like, obviously I need to do unique things, like, nobody's going to be searching how to do blank on Skyrim, because odds are mostly everybody's already beaten it or don't have it and won't care. Oh, Elder Scrolls Online looks horrible. Here's the one up. Well, yeah. This will be the end of recording session 2, and I will be back shortly. Yeah. I can stay until I beat this level. No, actually I can't. Well, maybe I can. I'll get away with it. So there's me. I'll show you what happens when you get 100 stars to the left of the blue box. It's pretty cool. And this game is really cool, and I love it. So goodbye. And I will finish this session later. So I'm back, and I'm going to be starting to play Mario RPG. I like Mario RPG. The fighting style is fun. I might even record the Game Boy follow-ups to Mario RPG, and maybe even the DS. The only problem with DS is it looks kind of stupid. Because it's 2 screens. And when you do it vertically, which is a lot easier because you have to use your mouse, it just looks kind of stupid. Like, I've played Bleach games and stuff on it. You know, the lag spike, wow. Yeah, I get really good frame rate on here. It's only like 60, and that's awesome. So my character is going to be No Way It Jake. No way it's Jake, but it's No Way it's Jay. Uh-oh. There. I think I hit the wrong button after that. Wait, no, I already did. Oh man. So yeah, there's about 10 more minutes, and I'm running out of stuff to talk about. So yeah, I'm going to be getting a blue snowball USB condensing mic. So it's really nice, and it's great quality, and since there's not a lot of background noise in my house, it's fine. I normally record at night anyway, so it's always really quiet. But I edit during the day when I have free time, or I'll edit at night depending on how I feel. Most of the time I'm pretty tired at night, so I just don't do it. I'll record without commentary, because I'll sound like a loser. I'll just be like, hey guys, and then it's like 10 minutes of being quiet, followed by me like screaming, what? How did I die? What? Like what? No. That's impossible. No, that's not how a game works. You gotta learn how to play the game, computer. Not like stupid ROMs suck. So yeah, that's how the game goes. Mario RPG is cool. I'm probably going to be doing Earthbound. I've decided I'll do Earthbound. And I have or at least I can get Mother 3 in English, and I don't feel like doing Mother 1. Another one wasn't as cool. Earthbound's Mother 2, but the English version. And they didn't make an English version for they didn't make an English version for Mother 3, but you can get a fan-made English version. Also, I know that there's going to be a fan-made English Mother 4, because I've already seen like trailers and stuff. It's really sad that they stopped that. Oh my god, that game was so much fun, but the background, the story behind the game is scary. Sorry. So thank you for watching this, and right now I'm just trying to learn the controls because I had no idea. I do know how to use jump because I've played 1000 Year Door, and 1000 Year Door it's very similar to this setup. 1000 Year Door was a GameCube game, and it was a sequel to Paper Mario, which was a sequel to Mario RPG. Paper Mario was cool because they used 2D sprites in a 3D world. So it actually eased up. Instead of having to use 3D sprites in a 3D world like Super Mario 64, it was a lot easier for the console to handle. I don't particularly think I will be doing too many Nintendo 64 games, mostly because there are so many plugins that you need to make that any game work. Like, I tried playing Banjo-Kazooie just for my own enjoyment. Not only was it really hard to control, but I had like issues because it was really choppy, and I don't like games that are very choppy. That's why I like playing older, like easier on the system game. Definitely when I have something on my mind and I just want to talk about something, I'll probably play like a Nintendo 60. I mean, not a Nintendo 64, just a Nintendo Entertainment System game like Contra, just because it's so easy. Or Flash game. Flash games are cool too. Flash games are easy. Like, I know I probably shouldn't do Happy Wheels, but Happy Wheels is so much fun. So there was me using my jump ability. I know I'll probably get a hammer ability eventually. I liked Paper Mario for the Wii, mostly because they got rid of this system. They got rid of the fighting system. Instead of you having to be like, oh, I want to kick them. So you have to like go A, scroll down to kick, hit A, and then choose your opponent. You just jump on them. Or you use suddenly a pixel where you like do a somersault and like do the like thunder smash onto the ground. So yeah. I hope that the audio is not too loud for this. I actually have to turn it down a lot because it goes over my voice, and I can't have my voice too big, like too loud, because it'll make it really crackly. Like the decibel increaser, it increases the sound, but it also increases like the pulse. Like, mics are weird and it's very crackly at full, but it picks up a lot at full. So what people do is they set the decibels low so you can't hear the cracks. Like, there's two ways. You can do amplification, and you could just increase the amount of that it picks up. And when you increase the amount that picks up, it does not affect the crackles. But when you increase the decibels and increase the noise level without affecting anything, you're just making it louder, like using a speaker and sliding it up. That's what you're doing with the mic, and it makes it sound ugly, and I don't want that. And that actually is very helpful when you are recording with a mic, because you make, if you want it really loud, you don't. I mean, if you don't want it very loud, it fixes the problem. USB mic that I'm going to be getting, the Blue Snowball, it is a condenser mic, so it's only one cord. Um, I don't know. I don't know how far I'm going to get, so I don't think I want a Blue Yeti. The only cool thing about the Blue Yeti is you can plug a headset, or earplugs, or I mean earphones, or earbuds, whatever you prefer, into it, and then you can hear the sound off of what you're saying. Yeah. I don't think I'll be doing live commentary for Xbox. Like, obviously, I have a couple Black Ops 2 gameplays, and I can just put that up with some music and then talk over that. Or I could have no talk, like I did for my first video. And that was only because I didn't really... I didn't want to talk. I wasn't in the mood for talking at that time. And I just kind of pieced it together on Thursday night and posted it, and yeah, it was awesome. And I was really proud of it, and it's HD, and if you haven't watched it, you should probably watch it, because, you know, it would make me very happy, and you want to make me happy, right? If you make me happy, you're really cool, and I like you, and I'll get Griffin to give you a hug or something. I would very much enjoy it. So yeah, that's all I have to say right now. So yeah, I won't try to copy other YouTubers too much. It's just so easy. I hope I'm not talking too monotone. I hope I'm sounding energetic and fun and not boring and stupid, and yeah, I don't know how to save it yet, so I was trying to figure this out. Because I was assuming it was kind of like Earthbound, where you had to hit interact. And I hit the wrong button. I hit B instead of A, because I don't quite get the controller yet. But then I hit A, and then no, it's J. I hit J. And so yeah, that fixed the problem. I then started pressing a button. So yeah, thanks and goodbye, and I love you, and if you sneeze during this video, no, I'm not Tabascus, I'm kidding. Love you, bye.